Okay, we are recording.
Fantastic. Alrighty. So first question is, did you guys watch the videos like that went through the lesson this week?
No.
Because I was
Um,
super confused and I watched the video and I was totally fine. So I
Okay.
think you can find that in, oh my gosh, so many tabs. Um, so under individual preparations, there's going to be like links to 3 videos and you can watch it through there. It's like under the assignment and answer key. So I watched
So,
those. Does anyone have any questions about what we talked about or like,
um, I had one question from the deviation section
okay, let me get to
because
it.
I'm
Okay.
trying to find it. Like when it says like step 4 and step 5, I kind of got confused because I got lost in between. I understand to find the deviation, you take the value and you divide, or you take the value and you subtract the mean to find the
Mhm.
deviation.
Right. And then you have to
But
like
then,
square it and then add it. So have you ever used
okay, so
Excel
that's the part
before?
sorry, what?
Have you ever used Excel before?
Really good at it.
Okay. So I'm going to find a link to show you how to do Excel standard deviation. And it's because I started watching that video and it was like, oh, you're gonna have to minus the mean and then square it and then add it, and it was just all this junk. And I'm like, dude, you guys can just do it on Excel. It takes like 2 seconds.
I
So,
feel like it was explained really
sorry if
badly.
it starts up while we're on this chat. But it's super easy. It's probably gonna be a little bit different. You might have to you might have to put in some of the information and stuff, and you'll have to yeah, so you'll have to probably copy and paste some of the information, but it's so much easier. I don't know if they're going to want us to like formally understand the full process for like a test or anything, but at least for like the homework, this is like a good place to start and you can practice in Excel. So I'm going to go ahead and copy and paste that into the chat. There we go. And that's going
Thank
to be
you.
a really, you're welcome. That's a really good video to show you how to use standard deviation in Excel. So do you guys understand what standard deviation is? Like, do you kind of understand what they're talking about? It's not just, I don't know, random math terms.
Yeah, I understood like the overall basis of kind of what each one was, and it was just I just got lost when you had to start squaring it, and then like what you were saying.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know the actual process, like the formula to get to standard deviation. I never thought of it. I just had Excel. Yeah, let me see. Oh, I can do a screen share, but I don't have any data for standard deviation. I mean, we could always go over the homework, like because for like number 6 or something, they wanted us to like do the mean, standard deviation and stuff. Um, let me see. I think I have that saved somewhere, and I can pull that up. Yeah. Nope. Never mind that. Okay. Okay. So if we wanted to, we can definitely go over that. If not, I would definitely watch that video. Did you guys do the homework where it's like do company A through E, find the means, and then the standard? And I think it was, I don't remember what N stands for. I don't remember. Um, yeah, that was pretty easy. Again, it's just formulas. You don't have to do much of anything. Just type in the formula and you're all good to go. In that aspect, at least.
Okay, yeah, so that was actually part of the homework I had a question about.
Yeah.
Um, so you just mentioned part 2, number 6, where
Mm-hmm.
it says the following data sets are on stock performance of specified companies.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I followed the link, and it took me to like 100 downloadable zip files. Like I couldn't find the
Yeah,
list of
that was-
companies.
So
Like,
what I did was,
it
since
says
I didn't know what I was doing either, I think what I did was I kind of just went online and I found different stocks because like I've taken classes on this before. I know it's saved somewhere, just where I have no idea. Personal banking, no, that's not it.
yeah, because I was expecting a list of companies, but it just gave me a list of like 100 Excel files, and I had no idea which one they wanted me to use.
Yeah. So we can definitely, let me see if I can pull up an Excel spreadsheet to do that. So. And then I can do like a screen sharing. Well, I can make one. That's not a big deal. Oh wait, I can make that one. Okay, so give me about a minute. I'm gonna pull up Excel and I'm just gonna make like some random numbers and then we'll go over the mean mode, and
Mean
standard
median
deviation.
mode.
Yeah. So
So
I'm gonna pull up this
understand how to
Excel
like
sheet.
find those and calculate those. It's just to do the homework, they wanted us to use a specific list of companies, but they didn't give us like a link to the actual companies. They gave us a wrong link.
I haven't looked at the homework yet. I'm gonna do that right now.
Yeah, part one was pretty basic, but part two asked us to manipulate data that we didn't have access to. So I played around with standard deviation and, you know, calculating it in Excel, but I couldn't do that with the companies because I didn't have the data.
This is for homework 3, right? Lesson 3.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, number 3 for the personal preparation assignment.
Oh, number 3 for the personal preparation, not the homework assignment.
Yeah, not the homework yet. We haven't.
Yeah.
We don't have to talk about that one as a group. We can, but we don't.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna do a screen sharing real quick. That's fine. Okay, sorry, you guys are gonna be. Here we go. Okay, so this is my Excel. Just gonna move that over. Okay, so when we want to do, this is just like a random thing of data that I've come together. Like there's no order. It's just kind of random numbers. So the first ones are gonna be the easiest ones, and that's gonna be the max and the minimum. So whenever you want to do a formula, you're going to hit the equals button, and it's going to be able to start a formula. So you're going to just type in max, open parenthesis, and you're just going to select all of this. Hit enter, and it's going to show you the maximum number that they actually have in that set of data. And it's going to be the same for the minimum. You just type in min for min, select the data, enter, and 1. So let me see. For standard deviation, okay, it's going to be, this one's a little bit different. If you just start typing it in, it'll have like a list of things that you can select. So it's going to be the stdev.s. And I don't remember exactly what the .p is for, but it's just going to be the .s. So
the S is standard and the P is population.
There you go. And then you're going to do the open parenthesis. What you're going to do is, again, just select all the data and hit enter. And pretty much what that's going to do is it's going to show, let me see if I can, I'm trying to remember how to do the mean. Median, here we go. Median, open parenthesis, and then just select your data. Okay, so it looks, is that right?
I thought the median was just like the middle number in the set.
Yeah. I'm going to separate that. No.
But wouldn't the median be different than the mean?
Yeah, so because I have like a really broad, it goes from like 1 to like 6,000 something. So, oh, I think median is the one that, no, mode is the one that shows up the most often. So that should just be mode. Let's see. I don't understand if it be the same. It should be the same. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah, I did 3 twos. All right. So pretty much what the mean is, or the standard deviation, is it shows how big of a leap between the actual middle of the data. Did you guys look at, okay, if you didn't look at the video, then that really helped. But the video showed, let me see. I don't think, let me find it. Sorry, I have a bunch of tabs open. Nope. Here we go. Okay, so under individual preparation, if you go to the videos, they were actually really helpful. So it's going to be these videos right here. And it kind of showed a, let me see, I'm going to draw this real quick. So it's called box and whisker, something like that. So it kind of just shows like the range of data that you have. And do I not have any writing utensils? I'm so sorry. So, all right, I'm gonna go back to my camera. Here we go. All right. So, this is kind of what it looks like. It's terrible drawing, but it's talking about the 5 quadrants. So this is we'll put this as the minimum, the maximum, Q1, 2, and 3. Okay. Yeah, so this is going to be what it's going to look like. It's kind of just like a standardized one. It's not supposed to be in the line in the note. I was just lazy when I drew it. So this would be the minimum. So this is going to show, like in that example, it would be like the 1, since 1 is the minimum, and the maximum is like 6,000 something, whatever. So for this would be considered the median. So this is going to be the very middle of the set of data, and it can be like, and it can like move. It doesn't have to be exactly in the middle, but it's going to be exactly the middle for the actual data that they have. And then, so for that, the standard deviation is going to show the difference between the median and the outliers. So it's going to be the range of what kind of numbers are here. And that's what the standard deviation is going to show. And then another way, that was terrible. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, I'm terrible at drawing. I'm so sorry. So another way to look at it is kind of the graph form. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Okay. Min, max, Q1, Q2, Q3. Okay. So terrible picture, I know. So with this one, again, it's going to be like the same as, yeah, you can see that. It's going to be kind of the same as with the box, but it's going to be minimum is here, and the Q2, which is going to be like right in the middle. If it was accurate, it'd be in the middle. It's going to be kind of like the mean, and it's going to be the exact middle of the data, statistically at least. And then I think it said like 75% of the data is in between Q1 and Q3, and then between the min and the max, those are like outliers or some. I can't remember the exact percentage. So pretty much what it's talking about is if you get this giant set of data, it's going to show you exactly all this information and where most of the information is standardized. Like it makes so much more sense when he does in the video. So I would really suggest that you watch the video and go over that. Let me see. So did you guys want to like have any questions, or did you want to go over the homework, or what did you want to do next?
I think
Or like
in
go over the
general,
quiz.
we're supposed to go over the preparation assignment problems.
Okay. So that is, let me open this up. Okay, perfect. All right, so I'll let you guys get all that open, and then we can go over the preparation assignments.
Yeah, we can just go over the questions real quick and confirm if we had the same answers.
Okay.
Is there background noise on your
Oh
guys'?
yeah, yeah. Sorry, that's me.
Oh, okay.
I got 2 people in here. It's okay. So. So, okay, so did you guys want to, all right, I guess we'll just start with the step 5, or number 1, state the 5 steps of the statistical process. And I know we went over that last time, but of course they want you to just like nail it in your head.
Wait, I thought question 1 for the lesson 3.
Oh, that's
personal
lesson 2. Oh my
preparation.
goodness, I got lesson 3.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
1 second. Here we go. I apologize. All right. So we have the match the following statistical terms. Perfect. Alrighty, let me go ahead and get this open. I need a second computer. This is getting ridiculous. Okay.
No, we just need
So
another monitor.
very true. Very true. Why do I keep opening the wrong one? I'm so sorry. Okay. All right. So it's going over like the shapes. Are you guys doing something in here soon?
But you're fine.
Oh, dude, I get pizza. Yes. Sorry, I'm doing like an omelet. I'm actually going to move to the workout room real quick, and then okay. I'm gonna relocate you guys. No, you're fine. I did not know that there was a thing.
How would you not know?
Girl, I don't know a lot of stuff.
What apartment complex is it?
All right, so if you guys want to go ahead and start looking over the homework, I gotta move real quick.
Brian.
Yeah.
The question that you had earlier, it was what question? It was in question 6.
Come for pizza later.
Sorry, could you say that again?
The question that you had earlier on the preparation assignment was a question 6.
Yeah, I followed the link, but it just took me to a huge page of Excel documents, and I couldn't find. It says companies A through E, but I couldn't find any companies, and I couldn't find any kind of list that denoted A to E or anything.
So, if I am understanding it, the data files, like, are those the company names, like, on that web page?
Well, I don't know. I downloaded them and I looked at a couple, but I couldn't like, I couldn't tell what it was like expecting. I couldn't find anything that denoted anything from A to E. So I
because I mean, it looks like it's like different. They're different studies of their own.
yeah, they look like different assignments. So I couldn't find out how it related to this one.
Is there one that says stock performance?
No. No, there's not. Like, I mean, if they, oh, sorry, I muted Hannah. I muted you, so you'll have to unmute yourself.
Okay. So we can always like post the question in the group chat for like the class and stuff.
Mhm. Yeah, I was thinking about doing that. I just haven't gotten around to it.
Okay. All right, so.
But yeah, I like went through, I made some histograms, not of the right data, but just like random test data.
Mhm.
You know, I tried to do all the things that I wanted to do, but without the data, I couldn't do it on the specific data that I wanted.
Understood. Okay.
But I don't know.
Okay, so should we just go over like the first questions in the homework and then kind of worry about
Yeah, let's
like
just do part 1 for now, and then we can post a question online like how to get to the data.
Okay.
I mean, we're not going to be required to turn it in, but it would still be nice to just for future reference know what is going on.
Okay. So we talked about for lesson 3, talked about the shape, the center, and the spread of the distribution. So we'll start with the first one, which is the shape. And that is going to be, what did you guys get for number 1A? I guess like the shape of the distribution.
C.
C.
Yep, C.
Yeah, so that's going to be, that was the really badly drawn like graph that I did. It's going to be, the spread is like all the numbers in the data put together. It's just going to be the range from like minimum to maximum. So the center of the distribution, that's going to be, I think it was A. Sorry, I'm not looking at my answers.
Yeah, I got A for that one.
A, yeah. So the center is always going to be the average, mean, and median mode. So it may not be the actual physical, like space-wise center, because there might be an outlier which is like 5,000 this way. But for the actual center of the data itself, it's going to be the average, mean, median, or mode. And then the spread of the data, that's going to be B, which is the standard deviation and variance. And that's just going to be the different numbers in the actual result itself. I really need another monitor. There we go. Okay, so for question 2, it was define standard deviation. And let me up. All right. So the actual like answer, like the internet answer, the measure of the spread in a distribution. So pretty much the standard definition. All right, what does it say? Is small and then the data tends to be closer together. Oh, okay. So standard deviation, we kind of explained a little bit before. If you have, I don't know, 1 to 10, and the middle or the median is going to be the 5.5 because that's just like the middle of all the data. The standard deviation, so in the bell shape like this, the standard deviation is going to be in the middle, or the median is in the middle, and the standard deviation is how much things vary from the median. So that's going to be the standard deviation. Have any questions about that, or do you want like an actual example? I can like write one down and show you guys.
I think I'm good.
No, I'm good.
Perfect. Alrighty.
Like, do we have to discuss like every answer or just the ones that we don't understand?
Either way, it doesn't matter. Whoa, I froze. Okay. So either way, if you guys had questions, my friend's been teaching me because I had no idea what was going on. So if you have any questions, just we'll figure it out. Any questions? Like anything you didn't get?
Mine were just related to part 2, honestly.
Okay. All right.
Which, I mean, and then we'll put that on like the question and answer board.
Let me actually see if I can.
Yeah, the only thing that I was really had a question about was I don't really understand the purpose of the variance. It doesn't seem to have a purpose other than being like a stepping stone to calculating the standard deviation?
Well, I think for this class, what I'm getting is they want you to physically actually learn how to find the standard deviation. For me, I always just did Excel. Go away. So I think the variance is going to be, let me, hold up, before I say anything wrong, let me just make sure I'm getting this right.
Hey, Brian.
Mhm.
While Storm is looking that up, I think I found that link, the right one to use for part 2.
Yeah, do you want to post it in the chat?
It's like, you know, in that column of data files from that link.
The Excel files, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's the mystery investment opportunities one.
Oh. Alright. Oh. Yeah, it looks like that was it. Okay. So I pulled that up. And I can do a screen share and we can do it together on mine since I have it pulled up. I'm just waiting for it to open. Okay, that's, oh, ooh, file's corrupted. Let me go back.
That looks really weird. What makes you think that this is the data that it was referring to?
Just from so like on question number 6 from the preparation, the link said mystery investment opportunities. Or the link that we
Right.
posted.
Yeah, everything else sounds like
Same.
from different classes.
This data doesn't really make sense.
Damn it.
Because it was about stocks and stuff, right?
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
looking at the data right now and it doesn't make sense. Like,
Okay.
I think we should just post the question on the question and answer board.
Okay.
yeah.
All right, we'll do that.
Other than that, is there any other questions, or are we good to go to the group quiz?
Yeah, I think we're done.
All right, let's go to the group quiz though. Wait, let me see. I just double check to make sure this is not just a corrupted file. I'm open up this mystery investment opportunities. I don't know what it is.
Did we want to do the group
I'm
quiz
just,
together?
yeah,
Or
Yeah.
oh, actually, yeah, this was, okay, let me get the screen sharing jump going. 1 second. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, so yeah, it was the mystery file, whatever. Okay, because this is what it showed on the actual, yeah, see, there's the A through E. So let's do, what was it asking us to look up?
Here, let me pull it up. So find the mean, standard deviation, and sample size for each of the companies A through E.
Okay.
But is that information already provided from that information on the Excel sheet?
Yeah. So all right, here we go. You said, I'm sorry, standard deviation, what else?
Sample size and mean.
I did. Okay, so, and then I'm just going to do A through E up here. Okay, so to equal the standard deviation, you're going to do ST DEV dot S, and then you're going to select, copy and drag, just make sure you hold the mouse. And you can do like a close parenthesis. If you just hit enter, it'll do the exact same thing. So that's going to be the standard deviation for company A. Let me see if I drag it over. Oh my gosh, it's going to do the same. Heck yes. It looks like for D, it's going to have a larger, so I'm just going to do this. Okay. Copy and paste. And select. And I should be able to just drag it over. Okay. So let me see the answer key if I got that. Answer key. Yes. Okay, yeah, so that was the same for, there we go. Okay, and then so the sample size is just pretty much how many, what are you doing? Okay, so sample size is just how many times or how many pieces of information are you getting at once, and all that's going to do is just a simple count function. So you do equal count, open parenthesis, and you would just select it out. I'm going to go a little bit down below so we can just slide it over. And the count should be 41, yeah, which is n, which would be the 41 here. So we can just drag.
It just has 41 things to look at, right?
Exactly, yeah. So that's all the
Okay.
sample size is going to be, is how many pieces of information did we collect. All right, and I'm trying to remember how to do the median, yeah, median. And just copy and paste, drag it down there, equals. Did I get that right? I don't think I'm doing this one right. Mean, median.
Oh yeah, for mean you just do average.
Oh,
Yeah, there's no mean, it's average.
perfect. All right. Is it just average? Yeah. Average. Select all that. Equals. Yep, beautiful.
Okay.
And I just copy and paste it over. Okay, so I know some of you guys didn't have like any Excel training. I know I did that kind of fast. I can definitely go over that and do it one more time. Does anyone have any questions what I was doing?
No, that actually really helped.
Okay, all right. Yeah, because I know in the video they did, they're like, oh, you gotta take the median minus and then square. I'm like, dude, just show them in Excel. Like, unless they're gonna have you write down step for step how to do standard deviation, you're just going to confuse these people. So, okay, I'm actually going to go ahead and I'm going to save this real quick, and then I can send this link, and I'm going to send this actually to the one dude who's not here, and then, well, he can watch the video if he wants to, but we'll go over that from there. Okay.
Okay.
Minimized and okay, so that's how that goes. I mean, I didn't do the graph. I don't actually know how to do those specific types of graphs, but cool.
I feel like I used to know how to.
I don't know how to use those graphs. So I'm actually gonna read this down real quick. Okay, all right. If you guys do have any questions, you can always just like, I know they have, I don't know if everyone's on campus. I know, I think Tyler, you're on campus, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because you can always get a tutor if you need that. Or we could study together, it really doesn't matter. But for everyone else, I really suggest you watch the videos in the like initial prep. Helped me so much. So let's go to the homework or the quiz and get that done. So, and then did we want to like go through the quiz? I mean, I think it'd be a little bit easier if we all opened the quiz,
Yeah.
so we could see the questions at once. So we don't have to like read out the questions and then like, wait, what'd you say?
Okay,
So,
did we want to stop the recording or keep recording for that?
I mean, everyone's gonna have done the quiz already because it's due. Oh, it's due tomorrow. But I mean, you can keep it. I really don't care either way. I think with the like half-hour recording, I don't know. I don't understand how that wouldn't be enough. You can stop recording if you want to. Either way.
Okay, I'll just stop the recording now then.
Okay, perfect.